everybody, welcome back to the channel. Recently, Metal Jesus released a video showcasing his handhelds that he's had modded to have backlit screens. And this isn't the first time he's come out with a video showcasing his handhelds that he's had modded. Every time I see one of these videos, I always think to myself how nice it would be to have something like that done for myself. But I always run into one problem. Man, it's pricey. Usually a little bit pricier than what I want to spend. So the question is there a way I can play my old handhelds with a backlit screen that's not going to break the bank? Well, kind of. Let's take a look at something I came across about a year ago. Okay, so let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. This is the Gameboy Color. Nope, not the Game Boy Color. This is a little bit fancier. Yeah, fancy right out of China. Okay, so, China reputation for what actually comes out of there isn't all that great. But every once in a while, you find a diamond in the rough. And maybe this isn't a diamond, but, it's decent. So let's take a look here. So you can find these on Amazon, Etsy, eBay. They're all over the place. So basically what this is a knockoff of a Game Boy Color. It's the same size. It comes in several different colors. It's loaded with, it says 66 games. Now, some of those games are pretty sketchy, and some of them are actually genuine ROMs. Now, is that legal? Probably not. But it is what it is. But the thing that really makes this cool is when you flip it over, it actually plays original Game Boy cards and Game Boy Color. Okay. So, yeah, and then, it takes a couple AA batteries. Yeah, I mean, it's a Chinese clone. The build quality on this, it's okay. I'll be honest with you, it's a lot better than some things that you get out of China. The only thing I can say that's a kind of a bummer on this thing is the D-pad. But, it comes to like a curve here instead of, having the squared ends. It's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it there, but it's kind of like a rounded edges. But you know what? It's not actually bad. And the buttons on it, they feel good. Speaker's good on it. Okay, so let's turn this thing on. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so there are the games that come with it. Now, this looks like about a million other cheap things that you would get, from China or Etsy or, that stand in the mall. And look at this. Volley Fire. I don't know what that is. Let's find one here. Let's go back to the beginning, because they have Contra on here, and it's actually Contra for the original Game Boy. There we go. Loading up here, and boom. Not a bad little speaker on this thing either. Here we go. Now, as you may have noticed, This screen is backlit. And, I have seen other YouTubers that have gone over this thing and, that more in depth, technically, with the screen. And, if you really get up close to it, you can find imperfections with it. But normal play, just for the average user, you're not going to notice. It's actually a pretty decent screen. And this is your original Game Boy games in color, or well, at least backlit. I mean, they're still green or whatever color you would call it that they came in, green and yellow, or I don't know, gray. But yeah, not bad. Okay, let's back out of it. Unfortunately, the only way you back out of it is you have to turn the system back off. Okay, so now let's try a cartridge out and see how they work. I got Mega Man for the original Game Boy. Bam! All right. Let's see. Yeah, well. And you're looking at this on a screen, probably on your phone, a little bit smaller. And this video's is shooting pretty much from my old Samsung Galaxy phone. And I don't know how well it's going to come across on this video, but the screen looks amazing. And for what you're going to pay for this thing, it's a deal and a half. And I came across this particular item. I'm trying to play and talk at the same time. I came across this item, same as you guys, off of YouTube. Some other YouTubers were, let me turn the sound down on this, were reviewing it. And I was like, that looks awesome. And you know what? These things only run about, I'd say, anywhere from 40 to 45 bucks, depending on where you get them. And they're sold by several different, retailers on Amazon, or I think Etsy sells them, but eBay does for sure. And for that price, you really can't beat it, to be honest with you. So let's try another game on here. Let's try a Game Boy Color game, because it does play both. So we're going to play Going Quackers. All right. And nothing. All right. Let's try to give it the old cleaning here. See what we got now. This game does work. There you go. The old tried and true. I know there's going to be people out there going, yeah, you should have cleaned it and not blown into it. It's like, come on. This is retro gaming. Give me a break. Okay, well, we're going to do English. But look at how nice this screen looks. I can't tell you how nice the screen comes across when you're here in person. Yeah, I mean, it's just, look at that. It just blows me away how nice it is. I mean, 40 to 45 bucks. And it plays, as far as I know, all original Game Boy games and Game Boy Color. We got some cutscenes here. Let's get to the gameplay. And, now we're trying to get it to focus here a little bit. There we go. Oh, we had it for a second. There we go. Really nice game. This is one of my favorite games for the Game Boy Color. And I don't have too many games, in my collection as far as handhelds go. Um, it's something that, I want to work on collecting more for in the future. But, I mean, these things, I actually bought two. I bought one to try it out, and I bought a second one because I like this one so much. And they come in a whole bunch of different colors. Pretty much any color that the original Game Boys came into, uh, yeah, they come in. It's really hard seeing what's going on here. Well, anyway, that is that. We'll try one more. We'll do another Game Boy, original Game Boy game. Fall of the Clan, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's see if this one starts off right away. Nope. Looks like we're going to have to do a little tried and true one more time. Second time's a charm. Here you go. Bam. I don't know that I've really played this game since I got it. So be gentle with me here as far as, my abilities here playing this game. It's actually a pretty decent game. So there you have it, guys. A cheap and easy way to play your original Game Boy and Game Boy Color games with a backlit screen. And if modding an original hardware is a little bit too pricey for you, then the GB Boy Color is definitely for you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.